Hey, what's going on, guys? Going to take a quick look here at Cosmos. Ticker for this one is Atom, and right now I'm on the weekly time frame. Before I get into the chart, a couple things. First, if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release new videos, click subscribe. But after you do that, you got to click the bell and click on all if you actually want to get a notification. Also, if you want to place to trade Cosmos and any of the other coins I talk about on this channel, and you don't want to go through a KYC process and submit your personal information, you can check this one out. It's called BloFin. I just started using it. Seems pretty good so far. They have over 300 trading pairs. They seem to have a lot of liquidity. They'll let you withdraw up to 20K every day without doing the KYC. And yeah, if you do decide to make an account, if you use the link in the pinned comment and the description, sign up through that, you're going to get a sign up bonus. All right, but they set a limit on the bonuses just for the first 100 people. All right, so let's get back to the chart. As I mentioned, this is the weekly time frame you're looking at. And the first thing you'll probably notice here, aside from the massive pullback and boring price action, is that we're in a long-term horizontal channel. And we started this channel back about 2 years ago in June 2022. So Cosmos, like the rest of the market, hasn't been too eventful. However, for the people that were able to identify this channel, it's been quite profitable, right? Because all you had to do, as the price came up here, you take profits or you open shorts, and you could have done that 4 times now. So right here, right here, right here, and most recently right here. Now, the lower end of the range is all the way down here, and I have this marked out with the rectangle. The top of it, I have it around $6.70 or so, and it goes down to about $6.18. All right, so if you want to trade Atom, I definitely recommend that you draw these two zones on the chart, just the upper range and the lower range of this long-term horizontal channel. And also, if you're going to draw those ranges, you might want to mark the midlines of the chart because the price has responded to these levels as well. Okay, so the first one, I would suggest you just take a horizontal ray and paste it right around the low of these candle bodies right here. So you see it was support. When we came back down to it, we broke below, came back up, and then this support flipped to a resistance. And then this line comes into effect again all throughout here for several months actually, where it held as a support, broke below it, and it flipped to a resistance. Okay, so on my chart, I have that marked at around $10.37. But you can just eye it out and just mark it based on the low of these candle bodies. All right, the next one, I would say it's around, for me, at around $8.83. But what you should probably do, just eye this out right at the low of these candle bodies and paste it right there. Okay, and this is the same story. We bounced off of it multiple times. So the main levels here in this channel, this is the top range, this is the lower range. Taking trades off these levels are going to give you the highest probability, but it's good just to keep in mind these two levels as well because the price has responded to them. All right, zooming back out, you'll see that I have this down sloping support line. That's based on the low of all these candles here. So I've drawn this one from the wick. So we had contact with it right here, right here, right here. Okay, so 3 touches, valid trend line. And it's good to have that marked on your chart just in case we do break the lower range of this channel. I'm not saying I think that's going to happen. I actually don't think that's going to happen, but just in case it does, have this marked so you know as the price comes down, it's going to be a strong potential bounce level, right? A lot of buyers are likely to step in when the price comes in contact with it. Okay, and the last level I recommend that you mark for now is going to be where I have this yellow line. Again, for me, this is a horizontal ray. And if you look at the price action right here, you'll see that it was resistance. We came above it. It held as support for several months all throughout here. So it stands to reason that this established level of support would likely hold a support once again if the price does come down. And as for the exact price in which I have that at, it's around, I'd say $4.56, okay? But once again, I have to state that I don't think we're coming down there. Now, there is more to this level than just the price action. What I'm gonna show you is we have confluence, okay? So if I take a Fibonacci retracement, run it from this swing low, drag it up to the high, and then move it across. Right here, we have the 618 retracement level, and that lines up perfectly with the yellow line that I drew. It actually covers it, okay? So perfect alignment around this $4.50, around $4.50 level. So keep that in mind. If we do get some sort of a crazy breakdown, the whole market crashes, it pulls Atom down with it, then I'm not telling you what to do, but this is where I'm gonna enter a massive long, okay, right at this level. But of course, if the price does come down here, I'm going to analyze it on a smaller time frame and see how the price is responding. Now, speaking of the smaller time frames, I'm going to get rid of this fib. And what I want to show you, I'm going to take this from the weekly chart down to the daily chart. And the same idea as I just described in relation to this, what I would do is I would go to a smaller time frame and see how the price is responding. Well, let's do that right now because as you can see, we are at the lower level of this long-term multi-year channel, right? So let's see if we can get any clues on which direction we're going to go. Okay, so I'm going to take this down to the daily. And you'll see by how the price is responding here, this level so far is being defended. But what I want to look for, what I usually look for in this scenario is I want to look for, as I mentioned, an early sign of a turnaround. So I'm going to look to my indicators in this scenario. And what you'll see here, this is an RSI, divergence indicator. So this is the RSI. And this is exactly what we want to see if we were considering taking a long position. All right. So you see how the price makes a low, and then over here it makes a lower low. Well, look what's happening on the RSI. We have a low, and then we have a higher low. All right, so this is what's called bullish divergence, and it's showing us that we're more likely to turn around here, okay? Showing a bit of a momentum shift. In other words, the bears are getting a little bit weaker. All right, and there's one more indicator I like to look at. Actually, first I'm going to look at it on the weekly. This is a pretty cool momentum indicator as well. And what I'd want to see is us being back in the lower range here and starting to turn back up. Now we haven't started to curl back up yet, but as you can see right here, came down, started to come back up, flip from red to green, and then, yeah, we were back up to the top of the range. Same thing right here, flip from red to green, back up to the top of the range. And now, once again, we're approaching that so-called oversold region, and I imagine the same thing is going to happen here. We're going to start curling up, flip from red to green, and then we will likely come back up to the top of the range. Okay, take this down to the daily, and same thing. This oscillator is basically in the dirt, starting to curl up. That, along with the bullish divergence, that's exactly what I'd want to see. Now, as I mentioned, to me, the price is the most important thing. So I'm just using indicators to confirm what I'm suspecting is going to happen, right? And what I'm suspecting is going to happen in this scenario is likely a move to the upside, honestly, because that's what's happened 3 times prior in this range. Okay, and as I mentioned, if I'm wrong, if this level breaks down, then I have an amazing trade setup right down here. And of course, if we do break down, I could enter a short, place a stop loss just above here, and then target here to the downside. Once we get down here, enter a long, place a stop loss below here, and then target it back up. Now, if we do break down from here, this long established support level, this is going to be pretty strong resistance coming back up. So we don't want to lose this level. However, just considering where we are in the market cycle historically, I think we're getting closer and closer to the point where these coins start moving up for real. And that is if history repeats itself, and there's no guarantee that's going to happen, but you know, that's just what trading is. We have to look at what's happened in the past and use that to guide our decisions in the present, right? Okay, so I think that's pretty much what I wanted to show you here on Atom. I really like this ecosystem. It's an absolute pleasure to use. So I have been holding this coin for the long term, and I'm hoping this one does well. All right, so that wraps it up. Once again, if you found it helpful, smash the like button. If you want to get notified when I drop new videos, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. If you want to place through trade this, check out this exchange here, BloFin, no KYC, over 300 coins, nice interface, and a limited time deposit bonus if you use the links in the pinned comment and description. Oh, last thing, if you guys want me to analyze a specific coin and you want me to get to it quickly, I'll put a link to my website that has all the details regarding coin requests as well. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.